So quiet. All right. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. My name is Birdsong, and I'm with Williamson County Schools, and we are here tonight to celebrate you, our wonderful, wonderful volunteers who make Williamson County Schools so special and who make Williamson County Schools the school district that it is. And it is the #1 school district in the state of Tennessee. We know that you represent the folks who have given hundreds of thousands of hours to our schools, to our students, and to our staffs, and we thank you. So tonight, we're going to recognize you, one representative from each of our schools, with a shining apple. It is a crystal apple. So 41 shining apples will be given out tonight. Now, I have to, the first thing on my to-do list before we get started is to apologize to Mr. Brian Griggs from Summit. I told you I was going to do it, and I'm going to do it. Somehow or another, when we ran the programs, Summit, which is, starts with an S, at the bottom of the high school list, it went away. So we're going to make Brian his own special program for prosperity. So there you go, Brian. There you go, Brian. Okay. All right. So first of all, I want to recognize the folks who put this evening together for you tonight. The flowers. We never know what flowers we're going to get. Wesley Fox is a retired teacher from Hillsboro School. He taught math with our district for many, many years, and he always comes and helps us with our floral decorations, and he is just masterful. And when I look at them, they just make me happy. So I hope they make you happy too. So we want to thank Wesley for that. Yes, thank you, Mr. Wimberly. And a special thanks to James Rometti and our food service, and Libby, Kathy, and John, who they won't show their faces, but they're the ones who work so hard to prepare the wonderful food tonight, and we hope you enjoyed that as well. So thank you to them. And to Lydia Glenn, who is over here and who will be helping with the awards. Lydia really is a member of the communications department, and quite frankly, she put this event together. So thank you, Lydia. First of all, I'd like to recognize our school board members who are with us and who will be helping with our awards tonight. So as I call your name, if you will stand, and please remain standing. We're going to start with Mr. Dan Cash. Mr. Cash, if you'll stand up. Our board chair is P.J. Mesra. Miss Candy Emerson. And Mr. Rick Wimberly. Thank you, board members. I'm going to make you work here in a minute, so rest up. Now, I would like to introduce you to our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mike Looney.
Good afternoon. It's so wonderful to have you here today to celebrate one of the things that makes our school district so special. You're not here to listen to me give a great speech, but I will say I've had the opportunity to work in multiple districts in different states now, and the reality of it is when people ask me what makes our school district so special, one of the things that I often talk about is the involvement we have from our community, and more specifically, the involvement that we have from our parent and grandparent community. So thank you so much for the work that you do. There really is no way to clearly articulate the difference that you make other than to say this. Every single time I go to a school, I see kids smiling, and I see them smiling and interacting with people such as yourself. We have kids from all different walks of life and all different kinds of backgrounds, and you are the individuals that help create this mosaic of support for our students in our district. And so I'm very, very grateful to you for that work. I want to encourage you to keep it up even when it seems boring or you might think you're not making a difference. Know that you really are making a difference. Progress in school business is small and incremental, and so every single day that you're there, you make a difference, whether you see it happening or not. And I also want to encourage you to reach out to your friends and to your neighbors. We have to continue our progress, and in order for us to continue our progress, we're going to need more people such as yourself to step up and to get involved in our schools. Thank you once again for all that you do. I look forward to shaking your hands and watching you receive your award today. I'm very, very thankful and appreciative on behalf of the 36,000 students and the nearly 5,000 employees that we happen to serve in this community. With that being said, let me introduce our school board chairman, Mr. P.J. Mesra.
Wow, thank you very much for coming tonight. I was thinking about, this is one of my favorite times of the year, really, as a school board member, to give the opportunity to give you awards for the efforts that you've provided for our school. And I was trying to think of a word that would describe the tremendous efforts that you put forth. It's hard because it seems like every word is inadequate, but noble came to mind. And it's not a word that's used very often nowadays, noble, and I think that makes it even more special. When I think about all the work that you do, what you've done for our schools, what you've done for our children, I think of it as noble. And if you're like me, I have a hard time receiving praise or gratitude. First, I don't think I deserve it. Second of all, I think it's just my duty. It's what I should be doing anyway. But my mom always told me to just smile, say thank you, and allow that person the opportunity to honor you, because it is a privilege to honor somebody. And so tonight, please allow us the privilege of honoring you. Thank you.
So honorees, we will be taking your picture, and when you come up front to accept your award, if you'll just come right over here, and Jess with the home page is here, and then we've got the communications department, so we want big smiles. So it's time to start this wonderful event, and when it comes to picking a host for this party, there is no better host than my friend Steve Hayslip with News Channel 5. He is on every morning. He has a wonderful educational background in his family, which I know he's going to tell you about. And he's just our shining apple, because he's volunteering his time to be here tonight. So come on, Steve.
Carol is too kind. Carol, thank you for letting me do this again. I'm the first phone call, and I'm the easiest to get. So that's why she calls me all the time. But I do love doing this, and I know you guys have probably, many of you, been here before. You know my story. I come from an education family. My dad was a principal for many, many years. My mom was his secretary, then bookkeeper. My sister's a teacher with a master's. I married a teacher. She has her master's. My grandmother was a teacher. My aunt was a supervisor, Shelby County Schools. I'm the only black sheep of the family that did not go into education, and my dad still says, if that TV thing doesn't work out, you can always go back. Okay, Dad, I'm right there. There is honestly no way I could work in the school system as diligently and as incredibly as so many of the employees that we have here, because they give and give and give every single day. I've had 3 kids. I've been blessed to have my wife, Kathy, and I've had 3 kids come through the Williamson County School system. And it's just been a blessing. Every single day has been a blessing. And I can honestly, as a parent, I feel like this school system has never been under better leadership and guidance than it is right now with Dr. Mike Looney and this board. So a round of applause for these individuals. But volunteering gets in your blood. I saw it when my dad was a principal for many, many years. Parents coming up there and giving, and he couldn't be the successful principal that he was if it weren't for people like you that filled his life with great memories and great times and made schools wonderful for all of the kids that my dad and my mom came in contact with. And it gets in your blood. It's in my blood now. In fact, I just left tutoring a little while ago over at Johnson, and then before that, Freedom Intermediate. And you guys know, you know, I was doing a little TV class at Freedom Intermediate earlier this afternoon. I've got about, I guess, 9 kids in there today. And it's funny because, you know, there's that one little kid who is just a cut up. You just don't think this guy ever is going to pay attention. And all of a sudden, I get him in front of the camera, and he turns it on. He's like, in the news today, and I'm thinking, okay, back down, buddy, all right? Hold on, you're not taking my job just yet, you little 6th grader. But he was amazing. It's amazing. And I know you guys feel that every time you're in the school system, when you see those little eyes light up and a kid just gets it, or they see what you've done, they see the landscaping that you've contributed. It's really special. So I, along with Dr. Looney, thank you guys for what you do every single day, because you make this school system so special and you make the lives of these children so enriched. So thank you. And without any more ado, at News Channel 5, we're all about tweeting. So I have to take, okay, I got to take pictures. We got to tweet this in the morning, okay? All right, so, okay. There's Lydia with the shining apples over there. Wave, Lydia. This is going to be on television in the morning. And there's Dr. Looney and the board member. Everybody wave. Woohoo! Williamson County rocks, right? Yeah! Yeah! I'm done. Bye-bye. All right, we're going to begin our presentation tonight, and here's the deal. Just as in years past, when I call your name, if you walk really fast, Carol wrote a book about every one of you. So I'm going to keep on reading, and you will just stand over here with your apple for a little while. So walk slowly. Okay? Not that slow. I didn't say crawl. Okay. But we will begin our presentations with some of the elementary schools. When I call your name, please come to the front, receive your award. Dr. Mike Looney is going to be here to hand those out, as well as board members, P.J. Mesra and Dan Cash. I think you're going to be here as well. So, without further ado, here we go. We start with Allendale. Stacy Parrish has been involved with the WCS PTO as long as her daughters have been in school. Did I not say slowly?
Two speeds, full tilt or dead.
Wow, yeah, I see why you're so busy. She served as president for 2 WCS schools and also a charter member of the PTO Leadership Council. She's a master fundraiser, helps the school purchase the items for all of the students' success. She has a great sense of humor, motivates volunteers to donate countless hours and dollars to the school. Her heart is for the students and the schools. We are proud that she has been so kind to share her talents with the students at Allendale. This is Stacy Parrish. Next is Bethesda. Lisa Miller, the consummate parent volunteer, first serving as a room mom for her son Nolan when he started school at Bethesda, and since serving as various PTO positions since 2009. Since that time, she served on the Bethesda PTO board as vice president, secretary, treasurer for the past 2 years, 5 continuous years of service to the children and parents at Bethesda Elementary as the PTO volunteer and board member. Lisa exemplifies the servant leader spirit, deserving of a WCS Shining Apple Award. Lisa Miller. Next is Chapman's Retreat. Felicia Mason has worked tirelessly to support Chapman's Retreat, and she is always there with a smile and a laugh and oodles of enthusiasm. Oodles? Who writes this stuff? You do have oodles of enthusiasm, we can tell. Felicia's a faithful volunteer. What makes her different is that she has given Chapman's Retreat a mascot. That's awesome. Felicia purchased the cheetah costume with her own personal money, and to bring a little joy and merriment to the students at Chapman's Retreat. Now the cheetah has become a favorite part of the Chapman community and enjoyed by all. Felicia Mason is the Shining Apple Cheetah. Next is Clovercroft. Tanya McCullough, a true superhero for Clovercroft. She's been volunteering since 2011 when the school opened. Tanya is vice president of volunteers and has been for 2 years. She has a unique gift of encouraging parents to serve our school and the children. She works to ensure that every open volunteer spot is filled. In addition, she's orchestrated the annual art show every year and has been key to the success of this big event. Tanya McCullough attends every event at Clovercroft. She is a superhero big time. Next is College Grove. It is now time to meet the ladies who keep College Grove Elementary's school grounds looking top-notch. Penny Kemle and Peggy Zukas. Yes. We are seeing double. Yes, they're twins. Yes. Penny, I'm going, wait a minute, hold on. It's been a long day. Peggy and Penny organize the landscaping community as well as the garden club. They work hard to ensure the school looks great. College Grove scholars have had a blast with the gardening club that they got started, thanks to the native plants and the growing and harvesting of vegetables, thanks to this special dynamic duo. Wow, do the kids, I bet the kids can't tell you apart, can they? Penny and Peggy, how fun. All right, next is Crockett, and we have Olympia Lamuno, and I believe her husband is accepting. Did I say that last name correctly? Yes. Lamuno? Sweet. Yes. Olympia has been a parent volunteer at Crockett for many years. She's out of the country right now, so here's her husband. What's your first name? What's your first name? Scott? Scott, all right. And most recently, his wife has been a room parent coordinator and organizer of the annual father-daughter dance and mother-son dances as well. Her organization and energy has made these endeavors successful and enjoyable for everybody. Crockett fortunate to have parents such as Olympia and Scott Lamuno. Next up is Edmondson. Bonner Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated. They've gone above and beyond to help make the grounds at Edmondson look fantastic. They're at both the school in the early morning and in the evenings to check up on all of the landscaping. They trim the hedges. They do so much more. They're extremely helpful and thankful for all that they do there at Edmondson. They make the place look great for all the students. The Bonner family, extremely involved in the school. They contribute to help make it a wonderful learning environment inside and outside of the classroom. Again, Bonner Lawn and Landscaping. And one more thing. No, just okay. I just want to see it run back up and back and forth. All right, next is Fairview Elementary, and I believe Principal Brent Oakley is going to be accepting. Dan! Dan's made it. Dan Connor, the previous owner of McDonald's in Fairview. He has gone leaps and bounds out of his way to partner with Fairview Elementary. Dan's passion toward the importance of education is astonishing. It's evident through his interaction with the school by offering fundraising opportunities like McTeacher Night, donating money to the school library, sponsoring a scholarship in the name of the former principal. Words cannot express enough gratitude toward Dan's contributions and the school community. Dan Connor. Grassland Elementary School. Doreen Huff. Doreen is a grandmother. You're walking too fast. She selflessly devotes countless hours planning, shopping, baking, cooking, preparing, and serving over 70 hungry and grateful Grassland Elementary staff an incredible monthly appreciation luncheon. Monthly. Yeah, and everybody's going, I want to go there. Right there. This amazing woman also provides snacks for the classrooms and assists in the schools wherever needed. Very special relationship with her grandchildren and all the children at GES, traveling all the way from Columbia on a regular basis. Good Granny Grunt, what do you do? Wow. Doreen, a true shining apple. All right, next is Heritage Elementary School. The Academy of Heritage Commons Preschool has been a key volunteer to Heritage Elementary since they opened in January 2009. Accepting is Center Director Kylie Justice Utt. The Academy sponsors the Spring Fling yearly with fun booths set up for the students. The last 3 years, the Academy has been an amazing help at the Breakfast with Santa by donating time, staff, and supplies for the students' favorite activity booth, which is reindeer food. So again, congratulations to Kylie Justice Utt and the Academy of Heritage Commons Preschool. What is reindeer food, by the way?
Well, you feed the reindeer, you sprinkle it on your yard the night before before Christmas, and so the reindeer know where to land.
Ah. My kids are too old, but would have been helpful a few years ago. No wonder my kids are not happy with me right now. All right, Hunters Bend Elementary School. Hunters Bend, overgrown landscaping, no more. Thanks to this guy right here, Sloan Bishop. Without hesitation, he used his knowledge of landscaping and network of resources to remove the old growth and the plants, and he planted nearly 200 trees, shrubs, and flowers. Wow. Wish you lived next door to me. Through Sloan's leadership, approximately 100 community volunteers also got involved in this, in a campus beautification project, creating a more pleasant campus and safer pathways for the students, parents, and teachers, while bringing Hunters Bend closer together. A big round of applause, Sloan Bishop. I live between two families. One keeps their yard like Pebble Beach. The other one is Augusta National. I am a goat ranch right stuck in the middle. All right, let's give some other board members an opportunity to hand out honors. Would Rick Wimberly and Candy Emerson come on up? And we go now to Kenrose Elementary. Parent Colleen Blanchette, Kenrose Elementary's biggest fan, and she loves to make everyone at Kenrose feel appreciated. Bright smile, positive outlook, generous spirit. Colleen is always thinking of ways to highlight achievements at Kenrose. She lifts the spirits and showcase an awesome school. We could go on and on naming the committees she's been on and chaired, the events she's done, the hours she's spent planning school activities and celebrations. We're so thankful she is with us at Kenrose for a few more years. Colleen Blanchette. Next is Lipscomb Elementary School. Bridget Day is the amazing public relations coordinator for the Lipscomb Elementary PTO. She's the chief writer, graphic designer, editor, and publisher of the school newsletter, spending countless hours gathering and editing information. She also spends weekly email blasts to communicate up-to-the-minute information for parents, which is so much better now than it ever used to be, and thank goodness for people like Bridget. When she isn't writing, she's coordinating the box tops and the Tyson Labels collection at the school. She shares all the information she can to keep everyone involved and informed. A big round of applause for Bridget Day. Next is Longview Elementary School, and Megan Nichols. She is a remarkable woman and a shining example to receive the Shining Apple Volunteer nomination. She serves as the PTO Vice President of Events at Longview Elementary School, where she has been constantly organizing events and school fundraisers for years. She's one of the most dependable and dedicated volunteers, always working behind the scenes to make sure everything goes smoothly at Longview. It says, "We love Megan." Megan Nichols, everybody. Nolensville, the Nolensville PTO Board, an awesome group of parents giving generously of their time to the students and the staff. They work collaboratively, that's a hard word this time of the day, as a team, and they spend an endless number of hours planning and hosting events, brainstorming fundraising ideas, and volunteering at the school. They work diligently to ensure that Nolensville students and teachers have all the items they need every single day to have a successful learning environment. Nolensville appreciative of this group of parent leaders, the Nolensville PTO Board. I assume there are more than just one member of the board. You're it? Awesome job. You're the man. Next is Oakview, Jennifer Giannetti. Oakview's PTA president and building leadership team member is a phenomenal shining apple. Jennifer has led efforts to organize the annual fundraiser, Hoot, Scoot, and Boogie. Hoot, Scoot, Boogie across there for us. See that? It helps to provide many resources and equipment for our students and the population there at the school. She's helped organize all of the staff appreciation luncheons, the school supply sale, and many other activities during the school year. Her tireless efforts are evident everywhere at Oakview. A big round of applause for Jennifer. Hoot, scoot, boogie. All right, with 3 Panthers at Perry Creek, Jody Harney is that school a whole lot. Jody's out of town tonight, I believe, right?
No, she's back at the school volunteering.
Oh, is she? Awesome. Okay, good. Somebody's going to run the shop. This is Principal Stephanie Chatham. She's accepting. Jody volunteers in the library once a week, collecting and shelving books and helping with the book fair. Jody also volunteers in the classrooms, working with the students who receive foundational skills and providing extra eyes and ears and kind words. A round of applause, even though she's not here, for Jody, Harney, and now the principal accepting Stephanie Chatham. Scales Elementary. And Ty Rencher, here comes Ty, well loved by the whole community. You're walking way too fast, Ty, I'm just saying that. Slow down. All of the teachers know her by name. She organizes Scales parents so they are welcomed and they utilize the very best of their abilities to help the school in every way. She is relentless in her pursuit to place parents where they are needed. She fits people where they need to be. Her communication skills, friendly, consistent, and complete. She is passionate about Scales Elementary, yet humble in regards to recognizing her valuable marketplace there at Scales and what she does. Thank you, Ty, for bringing your smile and talents to Scales Elementary. Ty Rencher. Next up is Sunset Elementary, and I think we have the principal accepting. Martin's Barbecue, a staple in the Nolensville community and priding itself in supporting local families and schools. They can't be there because they're serving dinner right now. Principal Karen Caldwell accepting on their behalf. Their donations led to an increased fundraising result in funds to purchase much-needed items for the school. We're truly grateful for their eagerness to help and their continued partnership. Again, a round of applause for Martin's Barbecue. Which, by the way, is really good, if you've not tried that. Next up is Trinity. And Delisa Locke has been volunteering her time and energy, exceptional energy. At Trinity, she's not finished yet. She has done so much that we can't list all of it, from room parent serving to the PTO president for the past 2 years. Wow, as if 1 year is not tough enough, right? Felicia actively recruits community support and parent volunteers to align with Trinity's vision and mission. She is exceptionally knowledgeable and stays current with educational trends and legislation. Trinity's continued success partly due to her dedication, character, and efforts of Delisa Locke. Walnut Grove Elementary and Suzy Gore. Talk about a heart for this place. Suzy was an inaugural faculty member at Walnut Grove in 1991, and while she retired from Walnut Grove 3 years ago, as a much beloved first grade teacher, she did not stop volunteering. Suzy can be found in the workroom creating instructional material for student learning. Moreover, she continues to volunteer and actually co-leads the Make a Difference Club. With more than 100 student members, she helps provide experiences that instill a sense of responsibility and civic responsibility within the Walnut Grove community. A big round of applause for Suzy Gore. See, that's what's so cool. You teach and then you still come back and give. That's a heart. Westwood, artistic, creative, generous, and cheerful. That's how the staff at Westwood describes Jennifer Harrison. Jennifer spends a great deal of time at Westwood supporting teachers and volunteering in every area of the school. Every parent, every teacher, they all know her name, and they call her when they are in need. The parents' night would not be as glitzy, the PBIS prize carts would not run quite as smoothly, and the book fairs would not have any books or be as dramatic without the love and support of Jennifer Harrison. And Winstead. Winstead Elementary proud to nominate Tina Patterson as their shining apple. Tina's passion is giving a voice to students who often do not have a voice. She is a tireless advocate for every student at Winstead. Winstead feels blessed to have Tina Patterson as their partner. She is a proud shining apple winner. And another round of applause for all of our elementary school honorees. Now time to honor Hillsboro School and the middle school volunteer members, Dan Cash and PJ Mesra. You guys could come up. You will be now assisting with the Shining Apples. And we start with the middle school, Hillsboro. Randy Smith. Randy. Slow. You don't have far to go, buddy. Plain and simple, Randy loves Hillsboro School. His tireless efforts as president and founder of the Hillsboro Athletic Booster Club, enabling the athletic programs to see huge improvements and advancements, faculty upgrades, new uniforms, new equipment, scoreboards, countless other improvements, all made possible by Randy's hard work and the Booster Club. He leads the way in both extreme... I'm not done talking yet. Don't go anywhere. He is both extremely organized and fully supportive of each of the coaches and the programs. Again, Randy Smith. Next is Brentwood Middle, and Shonda Chafin has been a tireless worker and volunteer at Brentwood Middle for the past 4 years, serving as the PTO treasurer and Viking Athletic Club VP and president. She volunteers her time. She's the hardest working standards and ethics you can imagine, always looking out for the good of the students in the school. Despite the fact that she has served in leadership roles, she never fails to roll up her sleeves, working with the first PBIS Bash and coordinating the 8th grade Spring Festival. Bet that was fun, 8th grade Spring Festival. And still, she has a cheerful, giving smile. So again, round of applause for Shonda Chafin. Next is Fairview Middle. If an entire school could have a grandfather, there he is. That's Elvis Jones. And while he is the grandfather of one Fairview student, he treats all of them as if they were his own. Elvis is a caretaker who is constantly helping students, whether it's with lunch money or a special ice cream treat. If he becomes aware of any need of a student or staff, he pitches in immediately. Elvis, a role model and mentor to many, and continues those relationships long after the students leave the school. Since I'm from Memphis, I gotta love a guy named Elvis, so Elvis Jones. Next is Grassland Middle School. Kristin Long, parent extraordinaire, it says. Her contributions to Grassland Middle, too many to name, it says. She gives to the staff, hard working for the students, assisting wherever she is needed. Her gift to take on special projects and make them seem easy and amazing. She's done this over and over on multiple occasions. Her quiet commitment behind the scenes, her positive attitude, and constant smile, greatly appreciated. We could not be prouder to name Grassland Middle's choice for the Shining Apple Volunteer to Kristin Long. Heritage Middle, and Tameka Collier, the Heritage Middle Pearl, it says. And this is why. She has created a mentoring program, particularly for the young ladies, called Pearls of Heritage. That's cool. I like that. To encourage unity, social responsibility, and accountability. Tameka has successfully involved other heritage moms in this project as well, with an emphasis on education, self-awareness, and community service. Tameka's Pearls of Heritage will transition these girls into womanhood, strengthened, encouraged, and better prepared to accomplish their goals and achieve their own endless successes. A big round of applause to Tameka. Page Middle School. As Page Middle PTO President Brenda Bond has coordinated fundraising efforts that have funded the technology needs as well as many academic, athletic, and even art needs. In addition, under her leadership as the PTO has coordinated many social events for students like dances, ice cream socials, and transition activities for new parents. Her leadership has helped us reach and welcome the large number of new families in the school and the area. Her hard work undoubtedly helped Page Middle reach many of the lofty goals they set this past year. Page Middle proud of Brenda Bond. Spring Station Middle School. Reveling in wearing multiple hats all at the same time, Gina Fancher is able to balance all of the leadership roles she's taken on. And not just for Spring Station Middle, but for Summit High and the district's PTO Leadership Council, with one entity being the most important. Her energy is boundless, her organizational skills unsurpassed, her common sense steady, and her countless numerous contacts helping the school and helping the district. Having a person at the helm who is driven and yet pleasant to the volunteers working all the time makes Gina truly special. A big round of applause, Gina Fancher. Next is Sunset Middle School. Stephanie McDaniel easily volunteers. Stephanie easily volunteers up to 15 hours at Sunset Middle every week, either in her PTO president role or helping with school organizations. She's one of those rare souls who always serves willingly and cheerfully despite holding a full-time job. Her calm demeanor, level-headedness, and can-do attitude attracting several new parents to the PTO. And she's also hosting the school-wide events. If there's one there, Stephanie will be hosting it in some capacity. You'll see Stephanie enthusiastically supporting the Sabre Nation and encouraging others to follow her lead. A big round of applause. Sunset Middle's Stephanie McDaniel. Woodland Middle School and Debbie Roth, the quintessential volunteer, it says. And the ultimate advocate for education. She has served as Woodland's PTO president for the past 2 years. Again, you guys stay with this, not just one. Oh, man. All right, incredibly intuitive and supportive in a quiet yet humble way. Her global view of the school and its needs and its acts of kindness and heartfelt generosity appreciated by all. As a parent, Debbie's realistic, optimistic, and encouraging. As a school leader, she has vision and she wants to grow the opportunity for students, parents, and staff. A big round of applause for Debbie Roth. That's awesome. Congratulations again to all of our middle school honorees. All right, another important group we want to honor tonight, of course, the high school volunteers. Board members Candy Emerson, I believe, coming up, and Rick Wimberly. Do we have Paul? Paul's not here? Okay, so Rick Wimberly and Candy, and they will be assisting the honors, handing out the honors for this group. All right. Brentwood High is where we start. Brentwood, Carrie Pogue. Says Carrie is the tour guide of Brentwood High. She welcomes visitors at the door with a smiling face and graciously escorts them throughout the building, unless it's the media, and then we get escorted out of the building. She raves about all of the successes in athletics, arts, and academics, and provides detailed historical and current information about the school and the community. She's a fantastic representative for Brentwood High School, and they appreciate her efforts to every guest that shows up at the door, and it wouldn't be the school without Carrie Pogue. Centennial High School and Peter Vaquet with Spring Tree Productions. He has been a remarkable community partner for Centennial. The student body credits him for making the school pep rallies the most hype in Wilco, it says, by letting us use his laser lights, his smoke machines, and other equipments to enhance game day events. Carol, why don't you hook up with this guy and make this thing rock next year? Woo! Laser lights! All right, in order to ensure that the audio-visual equipment is super cool for the students and teachers, Peter makes a special trip on the campus on the morning of the big events to troubleshoot and be on hand in case he is needed. He is a great friend to Centennial, Peter Vaquet. You know, my son has a graduation party coming up. I need to see you after this. Because barbecue on the porch is just not going to cut it to what that guy can bring. All right, Fairview High School and Pam DeWoody. Pam extremely... There you go. You're the only one tonight. Thank you. She's extremely involved in Fairview High School's JROTC and football. Coach Chris Hughes says she volunteers for everything you name it. She's there. Whatever you ask of her, she will do. She's assisting with the Booster Club to help raise money for the team as well with JROTC. She ran the concessions at all the Raider events, made chili for the kids, and baked goods to sell as well. On top of all that, she also assisted in the coordination and actual days events for the first annual Donna Bledsoe 5K. That's a huge task. Pam is the top jacket and shining apple. Pam DeWoody. Franklin High School, Shawn Patterson, passionate in her efforts to support Franklin High School. She gives generously of her time at FHS in the front office where I see her about every other day. Why was your kid late, Steve? I don't know, I gotta go see Shawn. She gives to athletic events throughout the school. She is positive and cheerful in her demeanor. I can attest to that. She is welcoming and inviting to every guest that walks through the front door at Franklin. She's always on call, makes every single effort to ensure the school and athletic events are done and done well. A big round of applause to Shawn Patterson. Independence High School, Leanne Smith. Really? You're doing fine. It's the script here that Carol said. I'm supposed to sing, it's all about that bass, but I'm supposed to say it's all about the kids, especially seniors. Lydia, can you write this script next year, please? Leanne Smith has done so much to help the kids with her volunteer efforts. Leanne Smith serves as the PTSO board. She's a lead person for the Parents of Graduating Seniors group as well. She answers the phone at the front desk. She helps teachers with various requests. Even got a pizza company to donate more than 100 pizzas to the senior class and teachers. No wonder they love you. Leanne Smith, everybody, from Independence. Page High School, Liz Kramer. Liz is visible and active at Page High School each and every day. She knows just how to make every student feel special, whether she is making hot cocoa for the students at as a class perk or volunteering in the concession stand. Everybody knows this lady. Every coach smiles when they see her because they know where Liz goes, so goes the hardest working person on campus. She tries to be discreet and work behind the scenes in lots of different activities, but everyone knows her name, they know her sacrifice, and they know her service. They are glad to honor her with a shining apple from Page High School, Liz Kramer. Ravenwood, what do you get when you mix glitter, styrofoam cups, corn, and a little bit of crazy? Oh, you get Ravenwood's Lynn Stahl Cup. She uses all of those ingredients, the glitter, the styrofoam cups, the corn, everything, all combined to rally Raptor School spirit. As a former cheerleading mom and now a football mom, she's known for putting inspirational sayings on the school fence, using those cups. I've seen those. That is so cool. In an effort to uplift the students, all right, she's made hundreds of corn shakers for fans, not to mention the glittery signs as well. I bet there's glitter all over her house, don't you think? Bottom line, Lynn just wants everyone to love Ravenwood as much as she does. Lynn Stahl Cup. Next is Renaissance High. Sarah Starnes can be seen weekly serving at Renaissance. But she also rallies other parents to get involved as well. Sarah has coordinated breakfast for students before Sarah? Wait, what? We'll sort that out in a minute. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's coordinated breakfast for the students before testing and exams, coordinated the entire annual Thanksgiving dinner for students and staff, led teacher appreciation lunches, helped orchestrate beautification efforts on campus. She, along with her husband, Bob, never mind, have been the heartbeat of PTO, and this is our principal, Ron Bass, right? Brian Bass. Brian, pleasure to meet you. gonna say, that's the ugliest looking Sarah I've ever seen in my life. Next is Summit. I'll never be invited back, will I? Summit. Brian Griggs was off from his job. Here comes Brian. He was off from his job due to a medical concern this fall, and instead of staying home, he went to volunteer at Summit. Don't tell the insurance company. Since August, Brian has been at the front desk greeting students and parents with a smile. He's always quick to answer the phone, help a teacher or an administrator. He is a great joy to be around. He's a huge supporter of Summit Athletics and proudly wears his Spartan gear every day he has volunteered, and he recently returned to his work, and they miss him dearly at the school. So a big round of applause for Brian. And congratulations. Oh, wait, hold on. Back at it, back at it. Sarah Starnes has entered the room, everyone. Come up here, Sarah. Come on. Sarah, she does breakfast, remember, before testing, exams. She's coordinated the Thanksgiving dinner for students and staff. She led the teacher appreciation lunches. She helped orchestrate beautification efforts. She and husband Bob, heartbeat of PTO. A round of applause, Sarah Starnes. That's how the flair for dramatics is all done right there. She's been in the parking lot for 35 minutes. All right, a final round of applause for all of our high school honorees. I'm out of script, so I think I'm done. Thank you guys very much for letting me be a small part of this. I'll turn this back over to Carol.
I think you outdid yourself this time, buddy. My jaws have cramps. They kind of. I think everyone else. I think it's from smiling, but it could be grinding my teeth. I'm not sure. Anyway, we want to thank Steve. We really do want to thank you. I really. So, as is our annual tradition, please select a lovely floral arrangement made by Wesley and take to your lovely wife, Kathy, since she's letting you be here tonight. Okay, all right.
Cage unlocked.
Thank you guys again. Congratulations to all of you. Bobby Blevins in the back has been taping this. It will air on WCTV, the County Government and Education Channel. It will also be featured in Focus this Friday, so if you're not getting In Focus, you can still sign up. You can read about it in the homepage. You can watch the video tomorrow morning on News Channel 5. We hope you stick around, mix and mingle, enjoy some food. But again, thank you for everything you do for Williamson County Schools.
My name is Benjamin Sullivan, and I go to Heritage Middle School, and I'm in 8th grade. Be nice at Heritage means like helping someone if they need help, like don't get something, or if they drop something, pick it up for them. Someone's done something nice to me. Like one time, all my stuff was like spilling out. I was dropping like all my pencils and books everywhere, and someone came along and picked it up and helped me, or a couple people did. When they're nice to me, it made me feel really good, and like that I have friends that care and want to help me. Nice thing that I've done for someone else is there's been a student that came during the middle of the year one year, and I went up to him and he was in my class, and so I talked with him and I asked him to sit with me and just kind of became his friend, and so now I've known him for a year and he's one of my good friends. Be nice, Heritage.